Hey guys, what's up? I am back with another video. So in this video, we will doing the speed test comparison between the iPhone 14 Pro Max versus the OnePlus 10 Pro, and the OnePlus 10 Pro is powered by Qualcomm Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 SoC with a 12 GB of RAM, while the iPhone 14 Pro Max has a Apple A16 Bionic SoC with a 6 GB of RAM. So on the back we have a triple cameras on both phones, and both phones has a 48 megapixel f1.8 aperture main camera. We have a OIS versus a sensor shift OIS on the iPhone. We also have 50 megapixel ultra wide and 8 megapixel which is a telephoto lens which give you a 3x optical zoom with OIS, while the iPhone has a 12 megapixel ultra wide and a 12 megapixel telephoto lens which give you a 3x optical zoom with OIS. And the back of the iPhone is made up of dual ion glass, while the OnePlus has a Corning Gorilla Glass version 5. And the frame of the OnePlus is made up of aluminium, while the iPhone has a stainless steel frame. Also on the front we have Corning Gorilla Glass Victus versus a ceramic shield on the iPhone. So on the bottom, no headphone jack on both these two devices, but we have dual speakers on both phones. Also we have IP68 water and dust resistance. So without any wasting time, now let's quickly boot both of these phones up at the same time. Let's see which one is faster. So the logo is came up first on the iPhone. Also we have iOS 16.2 versus Oxygen OS version 12.1. I didn't receive the Android 13 yet on my OnePlus 10 Pro, so iPhone 14 Pro Max is faster. OnePlus also right behind there. We only have 1.5 second difference between these devices when it comes to booting up. So everything's closed up in the background, no application is running in the background. So phone dialer, that is very similar. So next on the list is the settings, that one also very similar. So now let's go to the display. So we have LTPO 120Hz refresh rate on both phones. We have 6.7 inch LTPO Super Retina XDR OLED display with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have a 2000 nits peak brightness, while on the OnePlus we also have 6.7 inch LTPO2 AMOLED 1 billion colors with 120Hz refresh rate. Also we have 1300 nits of peak brightness, and guys, and this is a 1440p resolution display. On the OnePlus we have a punch hole on this side. Also this is a curved display, as you can see, which feels more premium over the iPhone which has a flat display. And with the new iPhone 14 Pro series we have this pill shape cutout. Apple is called this dynamic island, which also interact. So when you go to the My Clock application and you start a timer, and you go like this, and the timer goes into the dynamic island, and you can see if you press this, it's expand. If you tap this, you're back into the My Clock application. And this also work with the music application and other applications as well. Now check out some more application. Amazon shopping with same Wi-Fi network. So the OnePlus is faster, as you can see. So now let's see scrolling. That is feels really smooth on both phones, and you can see, and OnePlus has a fast scrolling speed, as you can see. That one, it is faster on the OnePlus. On the iPhone, scrolling wise, no jitters, anything like that on both phones. So now check out some games application. Now let's start off with the Candy Crush Saga. That one, it is very similar on both phones. Again, you guys are the judge of the speed test. Instagram, faster on the OnePlus. Let's see pin out. Faster on the iPhone this time. Snapchat, faster on the OnePlus. Spotify, similar. So now let's see Subway Surfer. Apple A16 versus Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. So iPhone 14 Pro Max is way faster. Let me show the speakers on both phones. First on the iPhone. Here is the OnePlus 10 Pro. You can see in the speakers it is not that great on the OnePlus. So that's really disappointing. iPhone has a much better speakers quality. Let's see Temper and 2. That one, it is faster on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. iPhone is done. So you can see we have a 2 or 3 second difference. So now let's open this big game which is called as PUBG Mobile. So we have Apple A16 with Apple 5-core GPU versus Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 versus Adreno 730 GPU. iPhone is faster. Also in that game we have smooth graphics with 90 FPS on the 14 Pro Max versus a smooth graphics with extreme frame rate, no 90 FPS on the OnePlus. Now let's opening up the Twitter, faster on the OnePlus. Now let's open Zedge. That one it is faster on the OnePlus. So iPhone 14 Pro Max is very slow in that area. Let's see scrolling. That is feels pretty smooth on both phones, as you can see. Now let's opening up the Geekmatch 5. Open up faster on the iPhone. So now let's run the CPU benchmark on both phones at the same time. So iPhone 14 Pro Max is done. So iPhone 14 Pro Max has a 1868 single core score and a 5563 multi-core score, and that's the highest that I'm getting from iPhone 14 Pro Max. So the OnePlus also done as well. So on the OnePlus we have 997 single core score and a 3404 multi-core score. So in terms of the scores wise we have huge difference. So last one launching the cameras on both phones. Default camera application. Let's see which one is faster. It's OnePlus. So iPhone is faster. So now let's look at the front facing camera. And the front facing camera it is much better on the iPhone 14 Pro Max. iPhone this time has a 12 megapixel f1.9 aperture selfie camera with autofocus. So the front camera it is now the best on the iPhone. Okay guys, now let's see internet browsing speed. I am seeing the first Safari internet browser on the iPhone versus a Google Chrome on the OnePlus. So wikipedia.org faster on the 14 Pro Max. Let's see scrolling. That is feels really smooth on both phones, no issue whatsoever. So now let's open this. That is also very similar. Scrolling feels absolutely smooth on both phones. So now let's open apple.com, next website. That one faster on the OnePlus, so very interesting. iPhone is taking almost more time than any other Android phone in some websites. You can see still loading, I don't know why. But now let's scrolling, feels really smooth on both phones, no issue whatsoever. So now check our RAM management. On the iPhone we have 6 GB of RAM, while on the OnePlus we have 12 GB of RAM. So now let's start off with the phone dialer. Settings, Amazon shopping. Let's see Candy Crush Saga, Instagram, Pinout, that got refresh on the OnePlus, Snapchat, Spotify, seems like refresh, Subway Surfer, refresh on the OnePlus, Temper and 2, refresh again. Let's see PUBG Mobile, still no refresh on the iPhone. Opening up the Twitter, Zedge, Geekmatch 5, that is refresh on the OnePlus. Last way back to the internet browser where we left, and you can see. And guys, what I have to say regarding the app's opening speed, as you can see that, and the iPhone 14 Pro Max is performing more faster in system-based application as well as in games. Mostly in games we have a 2 or 3 second difference between these devices. Also you can see the battery percentage, we have a 34% versus a 30%. So on the OnePlus we have a 3% drop only in the RAM management area. So the battery life it is not that great on the OnePlus, but it is amazingly good on the 14 Pro Max, one of the best in the industry. In terms of the ramage wise, in that area, OnePlus has some refresh, while on the iPhone we don't have any refresh. And thank you so much for watching this speed test. I hope you like this video. So leave your thoughts in the comment section below and subscribe to my channel for daily tech videos like this, and follow me on Instagram and Twitter as well. And I will see you in my next video. Peace out.